Here we are going to see about the unified continuation part. In this topic, we are going to see about the passive DWDM components and its couplers, and also we are going to see about the fused fiber couplers and the star couplers. So passive devices. So these operate completely in the optical domain, no O bar E conversion, and does not need electrical power. So the implementation of the DWDM network, which will needs the different passive and active components for coupling, splitting, adding or dropping, isolating, distributing and amplifying the light signals. So this active DWDM components will include the optical filter, optical amplifier, optical source, optical detectors, optical add or drop multiplexers or demultiplexers, etc. So this passive components, which will include the beam splitter, combiners, circulators, isolators, etc. So the passive DWDM components works in optical domain for combining, splitting, filtering of light signals in an electrical domain itself. So the technologies which are used here is fiber based or optical waveguides based or micro nano optic based. So the fabricated using the optical fiber or waveguide is with special materials like indium potassium, that is a LiNbO3K. So these are used for the electrical domain. So the next one is filter, multiplexer and router. So here the functions of the beam splitter is to distribute the optical power from a single beam or to two different paths. So here the star coupler couples or splits the power available at the input ports to each of the output ports. So the function of the optical multiplexer is to combine the signals at different wavelengths available at the input port to one output port to contain all the wavelength components shown in the figure. So the next one is optical filter, which is selects any one of the wavelength components from the multiple wavelength components present at the input port, and it will deliver a single selected component to an output port. So and the last one is optical router. So it is diverts the selected wavelength present in the input port to the output port. So the applications is wavelength selection, channel add or drop, reduction of amplifier noise, basic building block of more advanced components such as multiplexer and demultiplexer. And the requirements is low insertion loss, low polarization, and it is robust, flat passbands, steep slopes and tunable. The next one is fused biconical coupler or directional coupler. So the filter couplers can be designed by using the fibers in such a way that the modes propagating through one fiber is coupled to the other. So the degree of coupling is decided by length of the coupling region and the other factors. So here it is a simple 2x2 coupler with 2 input and 2 output ports realized with the help of the 2 optical fibers. So the fibers are fused together in the middle and subsequently stretched so as to create the coupling region as illustrated. So the optical power launched to the fiber 1 will be through the input ports and get coupled to the output ports 2 and 3. So the fraction of the input launched power available at the each output port is called as the coupling ratio. So that is a P3 and P4 extremely low, that is a minus 70 decibel below P0. So coupling or a splitting ratio is equal to P2 divided by P1 plus P2. So that is, if P1 is equal to P2, it is called as a 3 decibel coupler. Fused biconical tapered coupler. So here the a star fabricated by the twisting together and melting and pulling together 2 single mode fibers. So these get fused together over length W, tapered section of length L, and total draw length that is equal to L plus W. So the significant will be decreases in V number in the coupling region, and energy in the core leak out and gradually couples into the second fiber. So a star coupler in a logical extension of a concept of 2x2 couplers N cross N coupler has a N input and N output. So the main purpose of the generalized M cross N coupler is to combine the power from M input and distribute them equally among the N output ports. So here the definitions are, first one is a splitting coupling ratio. So it means that we have to first add the equations, that is consider the two fused fibers which are identical single mode fibers and are completely lossless. So the power P2 coupled from an input port of the first fiber to the output port of the second power port 2 of the second fiber over the axial length. So that can be expressed as P2 divided by P1 plus P2. The next one is excess loss. So excess loss means the loss in the coupler is generally expressed in terms of excess loss and the insertion loss. So the excess loss is the ratio of the input power to the total power available at the output ports. That is, the excess loss decibel is equal to 10 log base 10 of P0 by P1 plus P2. And the next one is insertion loss. So it means it is generally referred to as the loss for the particular port to port path from an input to output side. So the insertion loss for the path from the input port I to output port J can be expressed as 10 log base 10 of P in by P out. So the last one is crosstalk. So crosstalk means it is a measure of a degree of isolation between the input at one port and the optical power reflected back into the other input port. So that is 10 log base 10 is of P3 by P0. Next one is coupler characteristics. So here we have assumed that the conservation of a power and P3 is equal to P4 is equal to 0. We may write it as a P1 is equal to P0 minus P2. So then at last we will receive the equation as P0 cos squared Kz. So this will reveal that there is a phase difference between the power carried by driving the fiber 1 and the driver fiber 2. That is a driven fiber lags behind the driving fiber by pi by 2. So there will be the variations of the normalized power with the coupler draw length, that is Z, and it can be written as P2 is equal to P0 for Kz equal to M plus 1 by 2 into pi, and P1 is equal to P0 for Kz is equal to M pi. So here M is equal to 0, 1, 2 etc. So this will be changes. When Z is equal to M pi by K, then the entire power at the input port is available at the output port 1 and the power at the output port 2 is 0. So the next one is Kepler characteristics. So the power ratio between both the output can be changed by accessing the draw length of the simple fused fiber coupler. So it can be made a DWDM demultiplexer. For example, 1300 nanometer will appear at the output 2 and 1550 will be appear at output 1. So however, it is suitable only for the few wavelengths that are far apart and not good for a DWDM. So here the coupling length will be L is equal to ZC, that is equal to pi by 2K. The entire power launch at an input port will be available at the output port 2 of the second fiber. So the performance of the parameters will be of an optical coupler will be due to the coupling ratio and splitting ratio, excess loss and insertion loss of the fiber. Next one is fused fiber star coupling. So here the fused fiber star coupler is a logical extension of concept of 2 cross 2 couplers. N cross N coupler has N input and N output. So the main purpose of the generalized M cross N coupler is to combine the power from M input and distribute them equally among the N output ports. So here we are having that in the splitting loss can be calculated in the case of the ideal star coupler, that is minus 10 log base 10 of 1 by N, that is 10 log base 10 of N decibel. So the next one is if the single input power is distributed among N number of output ports, then the excess loss of the fiber star coupler can be obtained as 10 log of base 10 of total P in by total P out, that is P in by sigma I equal to 1 to N P out comma I here. So the fused couplers have high excess losses. So the next one is electroset bidirectional star coupler by cascading 3 stages of 3 decibel couplers. So here the star coupler can also be realized by cascading the number of fused biconical taper couplers. So that is a n cross n coupler can be designed by cascading the 2 cross 2 3 decibel couplers, which is also called as the ladder couplers. So the number of the output ports n obtained with the m number of stages of ladder coupler using the 4 port star coupler is 2 power m, that is n is equal to 2m. So that is m is equal to log base 2n. So at last the number of the 4 ports 3 decibel couplers which is need to be construct the n cross n star coupler is nc is equal to n by 2 log base 2 of n. So here we have taken one example, that is 12, that is equal to 4 into 3. So we will get the equations. So this is for n cross n multiplexer. So next one is network topology. So an optical network is not necessarily all optical. So the transmission is certainly optical. So but the switching could be optical or electrical or hybrid. So the stations are devices that will network subscribers use to communicate, and the network is a collection of interconnected stations. So node means it is a point where one or more communication lines terminated together. So the trunk means it is a transmission line that will support large traffic loads, and the topology is a logical manner in which the nodes are linked together by information transmitting channels to form the network. Segments of public network. So here there are so many segments of public networks. So they are local area network, wide area network, metro area network, and access network. So what does that means? So first one is local area network. So it means it will interconnect the users in a large room or work area, a department, home, a building, an office or factory complex, or a group of buildings. So the next one is a campus network. It interconnects several LANs in a localized area. So it is also known as the local area network, that is LAN. Here we are using the examples of that is a residential complex or even a university campus where the subscribers can transmit or receive the data randomly from any one of the stations connected to the network. Next one is metro network. So it means it will interconnect the several facilities ranging from buildings located in several city blocks to the entire city and the metropolitan area surrounding the city here. So here it is also located in different buildings and premises of city. So the next one is access network. So it encompasses the connections that will extend from the centralized switching facility to individual business organizations and homes. So this means it has a wide area network, and it will boundaries of several cities within a country and even beyond the cities. Thank you.